Tiffany Higgins here. I will give it a few minutes to load up on every platform. I am going live for my Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. Go live every week at this time. So what I'm going to do is answer any questions you have around becoming a virtual bookkeeper. So you can work from home, make $100 an hour or more, spend more time with your kids while they're little, and never miss a milestone, but also contributing to your family's financial well-being, creating long-term wealth for your family, and learning a skill that will serve you for years and years to come, even outside of your actual bookkeeping business. So today I'm going to talk a lot about a couple of really awesome side effects of having a bookkeeping business. And one of them is never having to budget ever again. So I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit, but I absolutely love to make these lives super interactive. So I want to answer the questions that you all have today. So if you have a question, a burning question around what it's like to have a bookkeeping business, or how to get started, or how it would look for you or your family, please let me know so I can answer your specific questions. So when you do that, it will pop up and I'll be able to see it. Let's see. So without further ado, if you are tuning in and watching, I'm going live in our Have Your Cake and Eat It Too Facebook group, and that's where I'll be answering the majority of questions. But you might be seeing this on multiple platforms on our YouTube channel or on my personal Facebook page, or on our business page. So if you are, tell me hi, where you're tuning in from. And if you want to hop into our group, we can also help you a lot more answering questions throughout the week in between these lives that we do every Tuesday. So let's see. So I'm going to double check and see if we are live in here, and then I can make sure I can answer some questions. So again, if you guys can say hi, let me know where you're tuning in from, and we're going to talk all about how the side effect of having a bookkeeping business is never having to budget again. So while I am pulling up the live stream here, let's see. I want to make sure it's gone live everywhere it's supposed to. And let's see. Doesn't seem to want to be loading. While we're waiting for that, I want to show you guys a picture. Oh, good, it's live. Okay. Hey, Karine, how you doing? Thanks for commenting. Hi, Carrie and Sarah from Missouri. Thanks for tuning in, Carrie. Okay, I want to share my screen real quick and show you guys one of the cool things that happened when I had my bookkeeping business. Let's share my screen and see if you guys can see this. So let's turn this on. Okay, shrunk myself down here so you guys can see it a little bit more. This particular, let's see if that'll make it bigger. There we go. This particular picture was of me exactly 4 years ago. And I just celebrated our twins' 4th birthday. So they were my 4th and 5th child. And this is what I looked like right before I had the twins, like 7 days before I had them. So as you can imagine, I was very tired. It was hard to walk around. There was just a lot of aches and pains, a lot of doctor's appointments that I had to go to. And having this bookkeeping business made my twin pregnancy and the birth of the twins and everything after that, it just made everything so much easier. So in this post, I talk about how I was able to make $18,000 a month in my bookkeeping business, never have to worry about money. I could take a nap whenever I needed to. And my husband was home all of the time. So because of my bookkeeping business, and he was able to retire, he was home to help with the older kids, help with house stuff, cooking, cleaning, helping me walk up the stairs, driving me to doctor's appointments multiple times a week. I couldn't even drive because my belly was so huge. So being able to have a virtual bookkeeping business where I was able to work from home was just so absolutely life-changing and helpful for me. And it's much better than just having a remote job, because I was making over $100 an hour here, which gave me the flexibility to not have to work 40 hours a week if I didn't want to. So that was a really, really cool perk. We never had to worry about money, stuff we needed for the kids, preparing for the twins' arrival. I even bought an $800 recliner that I wanted specifically so that I was comfortable when I was nursing the twins when they were born. And I didn't even think twice about that. At any point during the day during my pregnancy, I could take a nap, just like whenever I felt like it. It was so handy and so nice to be able to take care of myself first and focus on the pregnancy, and then work whenever it was convenient or whenever I felt like it. So, and during this whole process, during my whole pregnancy and after the twins were born, my business just kept on rolling. Clients didn't even know things were so crazy at my house. And it was very easy to still continue to bring in that $18,000 a month in reoccurring revenue, as I was still taking care of my family first. And it was also awesome too, because I was able to scale way down on my workload because I just turned off my marketing and anything that wasn't current client related. So I could just focus on my family and my current clients. So, I mean, it was a total dream come true to make that much money with such little time investment. And all of that, happened only two short years after launching my business. So, and I grew my business on an average pace. Many of my students and colleagues grow their businesses much faster than I even did, just to give you an idea of what's really possible. So even on an average to slow pace, I was still making $18,000 a month within just a couple of years, which is really awesome. And again, like I said, I've got several students that make that after only being in the program for 12 to 18 months. So everybody definitely has a little bit of different goals. So curious what you guys have to say about this. What do you think, if this is something that would be like really helpful for you to be able in your stage in life to have a business and a job from home that is this flexible and allows you this much freedom? So tell me what you guys think about that. We have like 178 people in our Facebook group that have commented on here, and Tylee is one of our team members, and she's going to send each of you information if you want more information about this specific bookkeeping business and what it would look like for your family. So if you're not already in our Facebook group, hop on over to our Facebook group. It is Have Your Cake and Eat It Too, and we will get you the information that you need and that you want to learn more about this. So, hey, Carrie, I know that you are friends with Sean, and he told me that you were going to join the live today. So I'm super excited that you're here. Hey, Eileen, good to see you. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about to you guys is budgeting. So that's what this main thing is all about today. I like to pick a couple of different, like, actual real personal benefits of having a bookkeeping business, not just like how much money can we make and how little can we work. There's so many other amazing benefits of becoming a virtual bookkeeper. And I see this over and over again with my students and everybody that's graduating the academy, and how they are transforming and having these same exact benefits that I had when I had my bookkeeping business. So one of the really cool things is budgeting. So let's talk about budgeting. And if you guys are totally new, you're just tuning into the live, please say hi, and please let me know what questions that you have, because I love to make these interactive. I love to answer any questions you have. I'm an open book, and I love to share my experiences to help you determine if something like this is going to be right for you. But the really cool thing also too, before I go on to the budgeting benefits, I just want to let you guys know that this program is designed for beginners. So most of the people that enroll in the academy have no accounting experience, no bookkeeping experience. They do not have an accounting degree. They do not have any kind of certifications, and they don't have any experience. So this is an entry-level program to help you reach $100,000 in annual revenue working part-time. 20 hours a week or less. So if you are interested in learning a new skill and making that kind of money and being your own boss, then you're in the right place. So you can definitely book a call with us. I'm going to put that up here on the screen. If you go to our website, stayatHomeBookkeeper.com, you can find the link there. It's also this link here, go.stayatHomeBookkeeper.com/strategy-session. And we will hop on a call with you and help you determine what this looks like for your family, if it's the right fit for you, if this is going to help you reach your goals. So our team is really awesome and they're fun to talk to. So if you want to book a free call with us, we'd be happy to go over all of this with you. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to look on here and see. Okay, thank you guys for saying hi. I really appreciate that. Eileen says, what's the difference between working as a bookkeeper for someone and creating a bookkeeping business? Great point. So the biggest difference between working for someone and having your own business is about $85 an hour. So if you work for someone else, you're going to make $15 an hour, especially if you have no experience. Maybe potentially you might get up to $18 an hour at the most. For most bookkeeping jobs. But if you work for yourself and you have your own business, you will make about $100 an hour doing all the bookkeeping work yourself. So we have actually students in our Elite Mastermind program. It's our next level program that you can opt to choose to graduate into once you've got your bookkeeping business off the ground. But we've helped students in there turn their hourly rate into $350 an hour when they actually hire team members that take over the work. So if you want to be an employee or a team member as a bookkeeper, you're only going to make about $18 on the high end typically per hour. But if you have your own business, you're going to be making $100 an hour or more. And the way we do this is we teach you how to price services based on a certain criteria and providing value and fixed price packages. So these packages are very affordable for business owners because you're providing a ton of value. And with the skills that we teach you and the methods that we teach you to actually complete the work, you'll get very efficient at it. So it's a high value, fixed monthly package and high efficiency work. So you're making easily $100 an hour or more. So that's the main difference between being a bookkeeper for someone else and creating a bookkeeping business. Now, obviously, when you have your own bookkeeping business, there's other things that you have to do for your business. You are in charge of it. So you've got to be the admin person, the marketing person at first. But it's definitely worth the difference, worth the payoff of that difference in hourly rate. So great question, Eileen. Thank you so much. And if anybody else has any follow-up questions on that, I would be happy to answer them. So let me see who all is saying hi. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Katie. Katie has some questions here. I am interested in the program. Once you started, did you ever experience any lulls in your income? Did you experience any failures? And how did you get through that? These are my concerns if I start my business. Okay, I absolutely love that. Those two questions. Those are so great. Let's see, Katie, great questions. Okay. I have so much I could say on this, so I hope this is very helpful. When it comes to lulls in income, no, you typically will not experience lulls in income because of the way we coach you on how to structure your pay. Number one, the main goal is to get reoccurring revenue. So when you get a new client, oftentimes you're going to get a Christmas bonus is what I like to call it because they are behind in their work. So you're going to have a cleanup fee. But you're also going to move forward with their monthly books. So you're going to lock them in, not as a contract, but just get them set up with automatic payments where you've got reoccurring monthly income that hits your account every month. So it's steady. You don't have to look for new clients all the time because they're turning over. Once they come on board, you're doing a good job and their business is profitable. They're going to continue using you until the end of time. And so when you get new clients, all it does is slowly increase your income and you grow. And I like to call it that it's like a money tree that just keeps on sprouting new leaves and new branches all the time. And it just continues to grow. And so you really typically won't experience any lulls in income. You'll have months where you'll get more clients that have maybe bigger cleanup work. So you might have months that have like big bonuses, and other months might not have that. But if you focus mostly on your reoccurring revenue, that's going to steadily increase from month to month. So you'll always be growing. You'll always be advancing to the next level. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have follow-up questions on that. And then as far as like, did you experience any failures and how did you get through that? Yes, of course. Everything that you do, you never know what exactly is going to work out right. And of course, for me, I had no mentor. I had no coach. I learned everything on my own from scratch. So I had a lot of failures. But you know what the great thing is about failing? You learn so much. And then you can take that experience and capitalize on it. So as long as you don't feel sorry for yourself, give up, or hide from the experience and you learn from it, then it's not really a failure at all. It's an awesome opportunity to make your next decision or your next month 10 times better. But the really cool thing about all of the failures that I experienced is that I created my program exactly around helping you avoid any of those particular failures. So what's really great about the Academy is that you guys can zoom right to success because you are not going to have the same problems and failures and struggles that I had as I learned all of this stuff and tweaked my pricing, tweaked my model, tweaked the way I did my work. I show you guys how to do all of that so you don't have to worry about having those failures. But depending on your skill level, your knowledge, your personality, everything that's going on in your life, there are going to be some times where you run into things that maybe you just don't, do it the way that you wanted to or that you thought, or whatever. Anything can happen. But as long as you're willing to learn from that and you're not going to beat yourself up about it and you just move on, then you're going to be super successful. All of the ultra wealthy, ultra rich, ultra successful people know failing is just part of it. And as long as you learn from it, then it's not really a failure. It's a different kind of success and it takes you to the next level. So I always say, like, people that are the most self-aware in this business are the ones that have success the fastest because they're always thinking, what could I have done better or differently to have a better or different outcome from that situation? And if you always are trying to learn and better yourself, you're going to be super successful at this. So Katie, I hope that answered your question. If you or anybody else has any follow-up questions on that, let me know. I'm super happy to elaborate even more. I still have this lingering cough from having COVID last month. So I apologize. You guys have to listen to me cough. I might have to get a cough drop. Okay. Also, if I purchase the DIY course and then want to join the Academy, is the price of the DIY course discounted from the Academy price? And typically it is not. So if you join the Academy, we have a whole gambit of amazing support options for you in there. I mean, it is seriously robust. I literally every single month listen to what every student is asking for or needing in the Academy, and we add it to the program. So there are constant improvements and constant extra help in there. Anything you could possibly ever imagine needing help with from the start to finish of growing your bookkeeping business is in there. It's either in the Bookkeeper Academy or in our Elite Mastermind program. So typically, if you buy the course, the DIY course, it isn't applicable to the Academy, but you do get the course and all of our coursework for free if you do join the Academy. So we do make exceptions from time to time if it's a very, very recent purchase and as soon as you get in there, you're like, this is definitely what I want to do. I want to join the Academy. Then I suggest booking a call with us right away. And we can take that into consideration on a case-by-case basis. Let's see. We are getting ready to join the Academy, and I'm curious the best strategies for gaining clients in the beginning. This is my biggest nervousness, that we commit and we won't be able to gain clients. Okay, awesome. Let's see. That was Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Yes, everybody feels very, very nervous with this part because you guys are going to be hopping in there and you're going to be learning all of these skills. Not only do you learn bookkeeping skills, but you're going to learn how to be a business owner. You're going to learn how to do marketing. You're going to learn how to have conversations with potential clients. You're going to learn how to quote. You're going to learn all the admin side of your business, but we will walk you through, hold your hand and lock arms with you and help you through every single thing. So once you go through that whole process 2 or 3 times, you're going to have it down pat and it's going to be easy peasy for you. But as far as like the marketing part and gaining clients, every single person in the academy has that exact same fear and that exact same hesitation and thought when they go into it. So some people let that like fester and they don't do anything for a while. So if that sounds like something that might be your situation, I highly recommend jumping on our mindset calls to help you get past any fear roadblocks or other mental mindset roadblocks that might be prohibiting you from moving forward, because we all have them, and being able to recognize what's holding you back, address it. Thank you for trying to protect me, brain, but I'm going to go ahead and go for my dreams and push those feelings aside, and we'll support you that whole way. So if you don't have those issues to overcome, then you can just hop right into marketing. And we have a marketing call that we do every week to kind of go over all of the things that we want you to do, help you create a tailored plan, walking you through our marketing module that tells you exactly what to do. And if you follow it, it takes consistency and doing it every day, and you will 100%, you will get clients. As long as you follow what we teach in the academy and you are consistent, you will 100% get clients for sure. So don't worry about that. If you are an introvert or if there's another emotional reason why you feel like it's going to be hard, let me know, because I can address that too. But as far as like actual tactics, marketing tactics, they work. Every single thing that I did to get clients has been included in the Bookkeeper Academy modules, and we support you along the way. And those strategies are exactly how everyone else in the academy has been able to get their clients as well. And we have hundreds and hundreds of successful graduates from our Bookkeeping Academy that have amazing businesses. And even they've graduated and gone on to continue to grow their business, and they still come back to this group and they post all their wins. I believe Katie Medley just not too long ago posted that she got I think it was a $3,600 backwork client, a $600 monthly client ongoing. And she was in our program when we first started 2 years ago. So you will just continue to get clients. I also call it the snowball effect, because once you build up that momentum and you pick up that first client, and then you keep being consistent with your marketing. So you're going down the hill and you're picking up another client and then another client. And before you know it, you have this massive snowball, which is your business, of as many clients as you want. So I promise, marketing sounds scary. It's not scary. And it's exciting. And as long as you're consistent, it'll be perfect. You'll be great. Let's see. And if you have no money to start, what do you do? So Natasha, thank you for commenting. So our program obviously is an investment, and this is a business. In exchange for the investment, we teach you how to turn that investment to a 10, 20, 30 times ROI. So we do require an investment to enroll in our programs or our do-it-yourself courses, but there are a lot of options that our students have explored in order to be able to have this investment. So if you want to book a call with us, we can definitely walk you through that. If anybody is wondering what the options are as far as how to come up with the funds to invest in the academy. We have a lot of financing specialists that we work with to help them break it down into very small, manageable pieces. Oftentimes, the payments are less than what one client's fee would be, which is amazing, because by the time you get your second client, you're going to be pocketing money. which is really awesome, because then you've got 12 full months in our academy to help you get, all the way up to 30 clients if you want. So you're going to be making bank by the end of the 12 months in there. But there's other ways too. And if you are really struggling and you really have like no financial means in order to be able to get approved for any kind of financing or anything like that, we do recommend, trying to do a credit card, a 0% interest credit card, or reaching out to family or friends to see if they would be interested in investing in your business and helping you get off the ground. Let's see, what other options are there? PayPal credit also has some things too. We've had some people that actually have sold furniture in their house and things like that in order to invest into the program, because then within a few months, they're able to turn around and go buy brand new stuff. So there's all sorts of things that you can do to drum up the money. You might just have to be a little creative. So I can totally relate to you, because it was only about 10, 11 years ago that I was in a situation where my ex-husband got paid, and I paid the bills, and we had 2 cents left in our checking account for 2 weeks. So I totally understand how that feels. It's a rough situation, but if you can figure out how to get yourself into this academy, then you will be able to completely turn your life around, and you'll never have to worry about money ever again, which is exactly what I want to talk about today. So before I answer more questions, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about budgeting. So when I worked as an employee for the CPA firm before I launched my business, I had this little handy dandy spreadsheet that showed all of our bills, when they were due, and which biweekly paycheck was going to cover that particular expense. So every payday, I would meticulously color code each bill payment as it was due, and then calculate how much money I had left for groceries, gas, and spending. And let me tell you, it wasn't much. It was enough to enjoy what everyone says, like the American dream life of owning a house, having a decent car, maybe no car payment, and getting to do maybe one major thing each month, like a concert or a baseball game or something like that. But we had to budget. And we had to pay attention to prices at the grocery store. When I went to the grocery store, it's like, okay, I've got $125. What can I get for this? And we had to say no to things on occasion for just for the simple fact that we didn't really have the money for it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this today, because that was the very first thing I left behind when I started my bookkeeping business. That spreadsheet went out the door. Sure, I still kept track that all of my bills were paid at the first of every month. When my clients paid me, I sat down, paid all of my bills for the month, but there was no teeny tiny amount left over for gas and food. There was always money in the bank for stuff like that. And we could do things and spend money without having to check our balance or refer to that spreadsheet first. Or, when we went to the store, I didn't have to see how much were strawberries, how much is milk. I can honestly tell you that I can't even remember the last time I even looked at prices. I don't even know what gas costs. And I have a really expensive car now, and I still don't even know. But even back when I started my bookkeeping business, I didn't pay attention to that stuff anymore. You don't have to worry about every little penny and where it goes. And there was, always money left over to do those things and not have to penny pinch or plan it all out. I was even able to sign my kids up for a middle school trip to Europe without even batting an eye. Whereas I looked around and other parents were in there all nervous. Their kids were all excited and they're sweating bullets because they don't know how they're going to come up with this $6,000 per kid to take them to Europe. And, for me, it wasn't even an issue. Of course, they're going to do it. Do they want to go? Yes. Is going to be a great opportunity there for them? Yes. Then we're going to do it. And so that kind of stuff, if you aren't living that way, I'm telling you, it is the most life-changing and most freeing experience that you could possibly have. And my bookkeeping business is what did that for me. Becoming a business owner and making over $100 an hour, that's what does it for you. Now, full disclosure, we ended up switching to a different school district. So my kids actually didn't go on that trip because you had to be in the school district. But the point is, we started paying for it, and it was not even a hard decision for us to make. So yeah, I definitely want to share that. And I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. What do you guys think about that? Does anyone experience that now? Or do you experience the other end where you're budgeting and penny pinching, and when you go to the grocery store, you have like a limited number of dollars to spend and you have to plan it out before you go? So I'm a big fan of being able to just spend my money. And of course, being an accountant and a bookkeeper, I actually still keep track of all of that stuff. Like I do my own personal book, so I know like what I'm spending, but it's nice to be able to just go and not have to worry about it or plan it out in the beginning. So definitely wanted to share that benefit with you guys. So let's see what other questions that we have. Let's see. I'm working for a friend part-time and I'm doing her AR and AP and soon bookkeeping. How can I turn the service as my business service instead of me working for her? And you're so right about getting paid $15 per hour, because that's what I'm getting at the moment and I'm over it. Can't wait to launch. Okay, so great question. Let's see if I can see who actually posted that. Let's see. I want to double check. So whenever you get into a situation like that, I want to see who it was. I guess it's not in the group. So I'm sorry, I can't see who you are, but I want to definitely answer your question. So what I would recommend doing is if you've got your person that you're working for, a lot of times it's difficult to transform them from paying you $15 an hour to paying you like a bundled package that equals out to $100 an hour, because you're likely probably doing a lot of admin stuff as well. So my suggestion would be, if you want to continue to work for them, you totally can, but joining the academy so we can show you how to streamline the processes of what you're doing with her, and then how to separate some of the duties so that you can pull really into an outsourced bookkeeper versus an internal kind of like bookkeeping department that your friend has going on. So there's a lot of different things that we can help you to twist that around so that way it can be more profitable for you, and then she can pay somebody else $15 an hour to do some of the stuff that maybe you don't need to do. But learning a little bit more about exactly what that situation is, we can help you with that in the academy. Hopping on the Zoom calls and kind of explaining to the girls that are on our team exactly what you've been contracted to do, and they can show you how to A, streamline it, and then B, how to shift it over to a fixed price package, and maybe get some non-bookkeeping duties off your plate. So that's my suggestion. But yeah, totally. If you work for someone else, you're only going to be making about $15 an hour for sure. Thanks for the great explanation. You are very welcome. Let's see. Do you have a DIY course for $297? I saw the link somewhere in the group, but it looks like that post is no longer there, right? Our do-it-yourself course is actually $997. We do have some specials that we run occasionally through our Facebook ads. And if you happen to see our ads, you could potentially get it for a discounted price. It's not always available, but you can buy it on our website for $997. Let's see. Erica says she's been trying to cancel. Isn't what I thought it would be. I sent some emails. Okay, Erica. So if this is something that is not for you, totally understand. If you send us an email at info@stayatHomeBookkeeper.com, then you can definitely talk to our team about getting the support that you need. Let's see. Such a huge relief of a feeling. If you are on the fence, dive in all you can. Do this. Mindset is the first step. Yes, I love that. Absolutely. I love it. Okay, who said that one? I don't know. Jackie. Jackie said that. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jackie. Okay, budgeting. Yes, budgeting. The goal is to live without having the worry of money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Carrie says, it sounds too good to be true. Okay, I love it. I love these comments and questions, because I will tell you, growing a bookkeeping business is not always perfect and easy. There are some challenges, which is why we have such a robust support group for our Bookkeeper Academy. So, being a business owner can be pressure, and it can be a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to balance. We try to make it as easy and as graceful and as efficient as possible in the academy. But it really is like almost too good to be true. I mean, I feel like sometimes you have to pinch me. And I know a lot of my students feel the same way. They are sure there are stressful times, sure there are overwhelming times, and we help them learn how to enjoy the journey. And sometimes all you have to do is just tweak your mindset a little bit to understand and create really good boundaries around your business to really, really love it. But these benefits and these perks, seriously, they really are true. And it does occasionally take a little bit of time to get off the ground. Like, you're not going to enroll in the academy and immediately have these benefits. It may take you 3 to 6 months to really get some momentum and start feeling the effects of this, especially if you still have to work your corporate job while you're growing your business. That beginning part can be a little overwhelming. But I promise you, it really is as good as it sounds. The benefits really are as good as it sounds. And you know firsthand, Carrie, because you are friends with my husband, how his life has been impacted. I mean, he's basically retired and he gets to just be home with the kids all the time and doesn't have to work at all. And of course, he is always running around, changing diapers, picking up toys, doing dishes, doing laundry, cooking and cleaning and swimming and all sorts of stuff. So I'm not saying that is easy, but he doesn't have to leave. He doesn't have to go to work. He doesn't have to miss any moment of the kids' lives. And he still gets to enjoy the benefits of spending a ridiculous amount of money on his toys that he likes. So yeah, this stuff is really good. It's really true. It's really true. Let's see. I'm a mom of 3 and 6-year-old, and WIC helps so much. My husband needs me to bring in $500 a month. Okay. Yep. So totally understand. I used to be on government aid as well. I have been on WIC and food stamps in the past. I've even filed bankruptcy. So you can go from that to whatever you want, to making as much as you want. So $500 a month literally is like 1, maybe 2 super small clients. Very easy to do. So if you enrolled in the academy, you would need maybe 2 to 3 clients to cover your investment cost and have the $500 a month that you would like to bring in for your family. Super easy. And you know how long it would take you to complete that work. So like, let's say, for instance, let's say you want to make only $500 a month. What is that? That's like $6,000 a year. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something on my website. There is a calculator that shows you exactly how much, share this. Okay, this calculator right here, it will show you exactly how many clients you need to replace your income and how many hours it's going to take you to do the actual work. So let's say you want to make, it'll only let me do it in terms of 1,000. So let's say you want to make actually $1,000 a month. To do that, you only need about 2 clients, which probably 3 if you enroll in the academy, because you'll need to cover your academy payment. But for 2 clients, it's going to take you in the beginning, the first couple of months, 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week. Once you get them onboarded after a couple of months and they're working like a well-oiled machine, it's going to take you 2 hours. 2 hours a week to do the work for that. And you're going to make $1,000 a month. Okay, so that is an incredibly low time investment. You're not even going to miss out on any time with your kids. They probably watch, some of the shows that they watch? Morphle, or I don't know. There's so many shows. How about Blippi? I bet your kids spend 2 hours a week watching Blippi. You can do your work while they're watching Blippi. So on the flip side of that, let's say your goal is $5,000. So maybe you need $5,000 a month to cover all of your living expenses. You only need approximately 10. And I'm talking, these are small businesses, guys. They're not like $1 million companies. I'm talking like small businesses that are making, under $1 million a year. Maybe they're making $400,000 a year, something like that. Small companies, you only need 10. There are 22 million businesses in the US alone. And we also have UK and Canada coaches in our academy as well, if you're watching from overseas or in Canada. But 10 clients out of 22 million in the US, that's all you need to make $5,000 a month. And when you first start these clients, it takes a little bit more time to get them all cleaned up and everything and ready to go. So those 10 clients, let's say you got all 10 next month, you're going to work about 16, 17 hours a week for the first month or two. Once they're caught up and they're efficient and you've got the process down, you understand their spending habits, it's only going to take you 10 hours a week to do their work. So how would you like to make $5,000 a month and only work 10 hours a week? That's what you can do with this bookkeeping business. That is what I did. That is what all of our students are doing. It's not not the outliers. This is typical. This is what most of our students are making. Let's see. Elizabeth says, I have missed out on the first part today. That's all right, Elizabeth, no worries. Last week I promised to get back to the UK branch. How can I do that? I mean, how can I book a call with you? Okay, so if you're in the UK or in Canada, we have coaches in the group specifically helping around the differences in those areas. So you are in very good hands if you're in the UK or the Canada. And I'll go ahead and put the calendar link up. There it is. If you want to book a call with us, this is where you go. You can also just go directly to our website and scroll to the very bottom. We have our link to our discovery call there also. Can you also do your owner bookkeeping in QBO? Yes, once you become a bookkeeper, you will set up a version of QuickBooks Online that is for accountants. So it's called QBOA. And you will do your own bookkeeping books inside that. And that's also how you will access your other clients. Again, we go over all these technicalities in the Bookkeeper Academy. So, and if you are interested, someone says, what's the lowest startup? Our very entry-level product is our bookkeeping course. That is DIY. You get no support when you use the bookkeeping course. It just walks you through everything basic that you need to know to be able to start and operate your bookkeeping business. If any questions come up for your clients or there's any gaps in your knowledge, you're definitely going to want the Bookkeeper Academy and not just the bookkeeping course. So it depends on your experience level. How much is the course that's in the UK? So yes, this is all in US dollars. So the course is $997 US dollars. But the Academy is a different investment. We have different options. So if you want to talk about actually having support so we can help you reach those goals super fast, go to our website, book a call with us, and we will explain how that all works and what your payment options would be. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. This was very helpful. My name is Yalitza. By the way, I was the one that asks about doing the bookkeeping for my friend as my business service instead of working for her. Awesome. Thank you, Yalitza. Thank you. I appreciate you commenting. What's the best place to start getting familiar with QuickBooks? I saw someone say that if you take their courses before a certain date, you will have to recertify. Brand new to bookkeeping, and I've been watching for a few months, ready to dive in, just don't have a lot of money up front and limited time. So hoping to do what I can while baby naps during the day. Awesome. Yes. So the thing with the Academy as well is we are going to help you focus on exactly what's important, what you need to focus on. What you're asking about is the QuickBooks Pro Advisor exam. If you have limited time, I recommend not working on that. It's a certification that you can have to put on your website or to tell people about, but it really will not help you understand QuickBooks all that much, and it will not help you learn how to be a bookkeeper. So that is the Pro Advisor exam that we do recommend that you get certified if you feel like you need some kind of certification behind you. But what you're going to learn in there is not anything that's going to relate to actually becoming a bookkeeping business owner. So I don't want you to waste your time on that if you've got very little time. Okay, and I showed the calculation for the 5,000 Rosa. Did you see that? Where you only need 10 clients and you'll work about 10 hours a week for $5,000 a month. And if you guys want to play around with that, you can go to our website as well, and you can put in whatever dollar amount you want. So do you just tell us how to get clients, or is this more like the trade schools and you guys help get that first job kind of thing? So we don't help you get a job. We help you grow a business. So we show you exactly how to do it. Step by step, we give you the tools that you need. For instance, we've got email templates and all that kind of stuff. We give you all the tools that you need, and then we help you implement it. So you are going to learn it. You are going to do it. And then you're going to come back and you're going to tell us, hey, I did this. This worked this way. What should I do next? And we're going to help you with that. So we lock arms with you. We hold your hand for 12 months. We help you through every single step of the process, but we teach you how to do it so you are empowered and you can go do it for your business and continue to use those tactics the entire time you have your business. Let's see. So much Blippi. I love that. My kids are obsessed with Blippi, and if I could get them to watch only 2 hours during the week, it would be a really great week. What's the cost and name of the program that you have after the academy to learn how to have employees and charging $3.50 an hour? Great question, Yelitsa. Thank you. It's called our Elite Mastermind program. And if you want to book a call with us from our website, or you can go directly to our discovery call website link, we can go over the exact differences between the Bookkeeper Academy and the Elite Mastermind. And if you know that you want to have a business where you're going to have a team, you can go right into the Elite Mastermind. You actually get the Bookkeeper Academy for free if you join the Elite Mastermind directly. So if you want to book a call with us, we can kind of go over the different investment options and also what the terms would look like and stuff like that to see which program is the right fit for you. Everyone on our team is super helpful, loving, and very, very nice and friendly. So no pressure, but if you want to book a call with us, we can go over all of that in detail with you. Let's see. And then, thank you for putting that link in there. Also, how many students do you have in the academy as of now, and how many of them have a success rate having more than a six-figure income? So right now, currently, we have about 400 people in our academy, and some of them have graduated and continued on in the academy because they love the support so much. They want to stay with us. Over the last couple of years, we've had a lot more people that have gone through the program and graduated. So I'd say we've probably helped. It's got to be getting up there close to 1,000 people by now, help them get a bookkeeping business. I haven't gone through and tracked every single student and where they're at and if they've hit a six-figure income, but I do know a lot of them have, and a lot of them have come back and they are now actually coaching in our Bookkeeper Academy. So if you want to learn from people, not just me, other people that have gone through what I teach and are successful at it, you're going to get to learn from them also. So there's tons of people in the academy that actually coach. We have like 10 or 12 different coaches in our academy, and they're graduates. They graduated. They have a really awesome business. I don't know the exact amount of money that every single person makes that has graduated the academy. But what I want to say also too is that a lot of people that join, they have totally different goals. So some people are joining because they want to reduce the amount of time they work for the same income. So we have quite a bit of students that are making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, and they're very content with that because they only have to work like 10 to 15 hours a week, and they are able to continue growing their families and spending time with their kids, homeschooling, traveling in their RVs, things like that. So I don't have any exact stats for you on that, but if you want to book a call, we can give you some examples of students that have surpassed that, so you can kind of get an idea of what their journey was like. Also too, on our website, if you go to our website, let's see, I'm going to share my screen real quick. We have a ton of student success stories. A lot of these people are either student mentors now or they are in our mastermind. So you can go here and listen to some of their stories on how they transformed their lives by enrolling in the academy. And then if you look at our replays from previous weeks, there are a lot of interviews with students. So here's a student mentor roundtable. That would be a good one to rewatch because that particular video was an interview with all of the student mentors that are graduates from the program. Anne here, she's on track to make $240,000 this year, and she's been in business for only like a year and a half. So there's a lot of examples where we've interviewed people. Here's an interview right here with Ashley. She's one of our newer students that just had a baby, and how her business has, totally changed their life. So there's a lot of testimonials on here. Let's see, is this still working? There we go. Okay, so you can go there and check that out too as well. All right. Do you help to get clients? Yes, we help you with marketing. Absolutely. Can you still have success building a business doing the DIY courses if you have the funds for the academy? So it really just depends on the person. I will say it's a very small percentage of people that actually buy the DIY course and have success. Most of the people that have success that enroll in our program are actually in the academy, because it takes that support, that family, that community, that accountability, and the confidence knowing that no matter what comes your way, you're going to get help with it. That really helps people become successful. So I can think of the top of my head, maybe 3 or 4 people that I know of that have bought the course, the DIY course only, and have a very successful business. I can only think of like 3 or 4 names off the top of my head. So we highly recommend that you enroll in the Bookkeeper Academy so that you can really maximize your investment, and you're actually going to follow through and get a good return and have a really awesome business. So that kind of leads me into one thing I wanted to talk about. So a lot of people are concerned with debt. Like if you get into the academy and you finance it through one of our partnered lenders, so your payments are low. People are very concerned about debt. Let's talk about debt for a second. So if you were going to go and spend $30,000 on a car, that's putting you in debt. That car is definitely going to be something that loses its value, and unless you're going to rent it out, is not really going to produce any kind of return on that money. So that money is debt. That $30,000 you spent on the car, that's debt. But if you take money and you invest it into a program, like our program is very similar to like investing in real estate. If you invest into this, you're going to have a huge return on that. And you're going to turn the investment into like a $200,000 annual salary or more. And over the course of 5 years, even if you only want to make a couple $1,000s a month, that's $120,000 over 5 years that you're going to turn that investment into. So when you decide to invest in the academy, even if you finance it out, that is not debt. That is an investment, like you are contributing to a 401k, or you are buying real estate or something of that nature, because you can turn that money into so much more money that you can do whatever you want with it. So that is the difference between actually going into debt, like when you are buying a car or getting student loans for college. Even that, you can graduate. I still have $65,000 worth of student loans from college. That, what did that get me? Very little, nothing. So when you invest in a program that's going to help you continue to make more money, it really isn't debt. So if you're needing help to understand that process, let me know, and I can definitely explain it a little bit more. So one of the things I wanted to point out too is, like, some financial experts will tell you, get out of debt, get out of debt. But if you're rich or you're wealthy, they tell you, learn how to use debt, not just get out of it, but learn how to use it. So like, for example, Dave Ramsey teaches people how to get out of debt, but he doesn't really teach you how to use that debt to become wealthy. So we want to take the first lesson in investing and creating some debt for yourself that actually makes you a wealthy person. So we aren't asking you to go into debt here, buying something like a car or a piece of furniture that's going to be worth nothing in 5 years. We're asking you to potentially go into debt to invest in yourself, invest in something that is going to make you a minimum of like $200,000 a year within 3 to 4 years, depending on your goals, obviously. So I hope that helps explain that piece a little bit more. Kim says she definitely recommends the academy. Kim is so awesome. One of the awesome students. She typically makes money while she's on the beach in Florida. Thanks for commenting, Kim. Super excited for everything that's changed in your world, and being able to watch you from the very beginning when you came into the academy to the life you're living now. It's just amazing. It's so fun to see. What is your advice for those having trouble getting financing? So there's a lot of different things you can do if you're going through our traditional lenders and you're having trouble getting financing because you have like bad credit. You can work on your credit. There's a lot of companies out there that help you with your credit. You can go to actually your bank. Like if you have a relationship with one of your bankers, somebody that you have your checking account at or a previous relationship with them, they oftentimes will really help you get a personal loan to start this. So, but you can book a call with our team and we can help walk you through that and give you some suggestions on exactly what will work for you. But yeah, a lot of times just like working on your credit and then trying to talk to your banker or maybe even family and friends if you've got that as an option to have them invest in your business too. So we do use a lot of different funding specialists, so you can always check that out as well. So if you want to book a call with us, we can walk you through it. All right, I think I covered pretty much everything that we were going to go over today. So I'm really, really excited for you guys to be able to learn how you never have to budget again and be able to have this lifestyle where you have freedom, financial freedom, and freedom with your time, freedom with your choices, freedom of where you want to live or be. That's what we're all about here. The bookkeeping business is the vehicle that we use to help you reach that freedom, but we're really here to help you transform your life so you can live the kind of life that you want. So that's what we're all about. And if you want to book a call with our team, we would be super happy to chat with you and help you live your dream life, make $100 an hour or more without missing a single moment with your kids. So we are here every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. So I will see you guys next week. Comment below if you have any questions for me. All right. Bye, guys.